Wait here while we finish our shopping. Have you ever seen a slower girl in your life? Who are you calling slow? Not you, stupid. Her. Oh. Hey, who are you calling stupid?
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see. And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Is waiting somewhere for me.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see. And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Is waiting somewhere for me.
I thought first did not. It's not. So much swallowing, girls. Remember, restraint above all else. Good. So Joy, Pastor Boxhorn's starting to give you a hairy eyeball. He's too short. What he lacks in height, he makes up for it in cash. But you always said no girl should marry for money. No, I said for money only. Anyway, that was when you were younger.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head.
The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see. And the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me. Waiting somewhere for me.
What's yours?
You know, I really think names are overrated. I mean, what's in a name?
Exactly.
Well, it was nice bumping into you.
You're very kind.
Everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect.
Anyway, royal business. We're gonna lose it. Hear ye, a royal proclamation. Hear ye all. This is going to be of special interest to ye. The prince is giving the ball. The prince is giving the ball. His Royal Highness Christopher, Windermere, Vladimir, Karl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman, Gregory James is giving a ball.
Let me see one of those funny running into you yet. Here I can tell my mom. Are you? You know, I got your back, guys.
Read it in Greek.
Every eligible young maiden in the kingdom is hereby commanded to attend for an introduction to the prince. Lionel, what's this all about?
Do I look like a social director?
Of course, I should have known. This has my mother written all over it.
You said His Royal Highness Christopher, son of Majesty, Queen Constantina, Charlotte Emma, Windermere, Maisie, Marguerite, is giving a ball.
Ah, Rose Stewart. What news is here? It's a friend that knows from Lord. The prince is giving a ball. They say he wants to find the bride. He may find one at the ball. If only he proposed to me. Or should he propose to me? Just leave the hair and clothes to me. The prince is giving a ball. Cinderella, hurry home with those packages. I want that salmon on ice before it stinks. Yes, stepmother.
Now to please their majesties, request their finest silk, and lace and white as milk. Should a young leader's hide at hand and looks at me for lace, and we will be raised to praise. Liberties and gourmandies, chunks of Swiss and bears, please make sure that it's rolling too. Puddings and pies and rum soufflé, succulent chocolate browns, tickets of royal pound.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. He spread the news from far and wide. The prince is giving a ball. Cinderella, let the fire go out. It's cold enough to hang meat in here.
We'll close the door, Cinderella. Duh.
Now you listen, and you listen good. We have exactly 1 week until the ball, and I do not intend to waste this opportunity. You two will be the most well-spoken and vivacious maidens at that ball if it's the last thing that I do. Am I understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. Just imagine the prince asking for my daughter's hand in marriage.
Which daughter is that, I wonder? I'm younger and more appealing.
The oldest marries first.
That's an old wives' tale.
Why do you think there's so many old wives running around?
Girls, don't start.
Mother, Cinderella simply refuses to close that door.
But I did. Hold your tongue and do as you're told. Now, once and for all, close that door.
Have you ever seen a more lazy girl in your life?
Who are you calling lazy? You want a piece of me? Enough already. Now sit, my daughters. We need to have a talk. Not you, my real daughters. You tend that fire and service tea.
Whoa! I want some crumpets with my tea, Cinderella.
Like I don't? Crumpet, Cinderella!
Coming right up. My darlings, I cannot stress strongly enough how imperative it is that you make a proper impression upon the prince. You know, I won't be around forever to care for you.
Why not?
Yeah, where are you going?
What I mean to say is that I do not intend to spend the rest of my life slaving away in this house. Cinderella, the tea.
Okay.
I've devoted my entire life to your comfort and well-being. Is it asking too much that I spend my golden years in a cottage by the sea?
And leave us here?
Alone? Not alone. With husbands. It takes a certain income to maintain our lifestyle. The funds your father sent won't last forever, and money does not grow on trees.
Ooh! I know that. It comes from the bank.
And how do you suppose it gets into the bank?
Well, the baker goes and gets it from wherever it does grow, but not on trees.
Money doesn't grow anywhere. It's inherited. Which is precisely why I am determined to see each of you married within the year. So either you make a proper impression upon the prince, or it's back to the butcher and Master Boxhorn. Am I understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. Just imagine, me, the mother of a princess. Now come along, girls. It's time for your beauty rest, and Lord knows you can use it.
Here you go, fresh baked tea and...
Not now, Cinderella. We're going to nap. Have dinner prepared when we wake. Smoke the salmon. Bake the bread.
Poach the pears.
And Cinderella, close that door. Alone at last.
The coast is clear. We can come out now. Charles, will you be joining us? I have a surprise. Yes, for you too. Crumpets, if you please. So, how was your day?
Same old, huh?
Me too. Cinderella, the packages. Cinderella, the door. Cinderella, the tea. How can 3 grown women be so helpless?
I guess that's what I get for letting him walk all over me, huh? It's okay.
I'm as smart and as big as a mouse. No offense. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no standing unarmed when I realize and then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner. Little chair. My opportunity? Okay. Every eligible young maiden is hereby commanded to attend for the introduction of the prince. Cool. What? Every eligible young maiden? That's me! I'm going to the ball! The bell of the ball of all places. I can chatting with the prince and king and queen, and the color of my twisted sister's faces is a clear sour apple green. But wait, I don't have anything to wear. Oh, of course! The dress mother wore the night she met father. He said she was the most beautiful girl he had ever seen. Oh, it's perfect. I'll have to take the hem up a little bit. Maybe a little sash? Yeah? Oh, it's going to be perfect. Oh, how can I wait a whole week? I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. A fine father you are. You never worry about him.
Well, what's wrong with him?
He isn't happy.
Of course he's happy.
Well, if he's happy, why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, then why should he get married? Oh, it's no use trying to get these buttoned. They'll just have to do as is.
Don't be ridiculous. You make 5 pounds of flour in a 2-pound sack. The royal tailor will just have to make you a new suit.
But the suit is in perfect shape.
No one's questioning the shape the suit isn't, darling.
Mother? What is the meaning of this?
Does anybody in this house knock?
Darling, we were just talking about you.
Your mother was talking. I was listening.
And where have you been in this costume?
Why wasn't I consulted about this ball that I'm supposed to leave in?
Oh darn, you found out. It was supposed to be a surprise birthday party. Well, surprise.
It's 3 months until my birthday. And since when does a birthday party require the attendance of every eligible young maiden in the kingdom?
What? Let me. Well, you know the royal printers. You never get anything right.
I want this ball called off immediately.
But darling, you know it's impossible to cancel once you've got the ball rolling.
Well, you can just count me out.
Your Highness! Look, we don't want to pressure you, but you do have certain obligations.
What your father is trying to say is that it's time for you to find a bride and produce an heir. After all, someday soon, this kingdom will be yours.
Not that soon.
I long to hear the pitter-patter of little feet on the marble again.
All I'm asking is to find a bride for myself, on my own time. I guess I have this old-fashioned idea that I want to fall in love before I get married, like you did.
And that's what we want for you too, son.
Of course, Dad. Well, thank goodness we have that all settled. Now, I have a short guest list for your approval.
You haven't heard what I've said.
Family and close friends, darling. Terribly intimate.
Pardon me. I couldn't help over here, and I probably shouldn't interfere.
Probably.
But perhaps we could reach a royal compromise?
Compromise?
What do you think this is? A democracy?
What sort of compromise, Lionel?
Well, let's say you suck it up and go along with the ball.
I'm loving this idea so far.
And say he does find the right girl. Great! But if he doesn't,
Lionel, you're brilliant. Okay, I'll do it. But if I don't find the right girl at the ball, then let me fall in love on my own time, no matter how long it takes. And with no interference. Dad?
Well, it does have a certain logic to it.
Of course, darling. If that's the way you want it, that's the way it shall be.
Thank you, both.
You know, son, there's only one way to find the girl of your dreams.
What's that?
Dumb luck. Let's just hope it runs in the family.
Love you guys.
don't worry, Your Majesties. We'll find the right girl at the ball. I can just feel it in my bones, you know?
You'll feel it in your bones if he doesn't.
Yeah, I hear that.
Max, suppose he doesn't find a girl at the ball. What then?
Then you'll find her somewhere else. Isn't that the way it always happens? Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many things have their day and are gone. But boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
They walk on every village street. They walk in lanes where branches meet, and stars send down their blessings from the blue. They go through storms of doubt and fear, and so they go from year to year, believing in each other as we do. Bravely marching forward two by two. Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the skies. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many themes have their day and are gone. But boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
So, tell me, why'd you disappear this morning after I begged you?
I had an amazing day. No one treated me like a prince. I was just a normal person.
You know, normal people aren't all they're caught up to be. I'm a normal person. I mean, doesn't that tell you anything? They're all out there wishing they could be you anyways.
Because they don't know what it's really like.
Look, you're rich, you live in a gorgeous palace, and you have every woman in the kingdom throwing herself at you. I mean, there's something I'm not getting.
I have no life of my own. Everything gets decided for me. I mean, you should know that better than anyone. Always hang over me like a cloud, everywhere I go, everything I do. I mean, get a life.
Hey, I got a life. And it's you. I'm your royal steward, and I'm telling you, this disappearing act has got to stop. It's too dangerous.
I was careful.
Not you, me. I keep on lying to your mother about where you've been. I mean, they have laws against that, you know. You know what? I think I'm going to take some time to myself.
The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere.
So tell me, Lady Cinderella, how do you intend to capture the prince?
I won't try to capture him. I'll get to know him and just ask him about himself.
Fascinating. Take my advice, Cinderella, which I give with all my heart. Know your place and be satisfied with it, and your place is here. I can't believe you were going to wear that hunky old thing to the royal palace. Now that's funny. Now, girls, there's no need to be mean. Cinderella, I think your dress is sweet. It becomes you. It's just that, well, cheap cloth, Cinderella. Like what you're cut from.
This was my mother's dress.
And it's beautiful. Your mother was common, and so is that dress. And so are you.
If my father were alive...
But he's not, is he?
go to that ball just as much as they do.
Right? You have a right? When your father died, everyone said, throw her to the streets. After all, she's not your daughter. But no, I've kept you on all these years. Sacrificed for you at the expense of my own daughters. And this is the thanks I get?
Have you ever seen a more ungrateful child in your life?
Where are you going, ungrateful?
Sister, you're getting on my class nerve!
Now, girls, I don't want you getting upset. Be a swan, Grace. Be a swan. Shoulders back, Joy, and try to live up to your name. There's the coach. This is our big chance. Don't fail me now. And remember, restraint above all else. Good. Cinderella, the door. To the palace, and make it snappy.
Why shouldn't I? Well, whenever I have a dream about having a fairy godmother,
Dreams, boulder fiddly, faddly poodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
So, I'm crazy for dreaming and my wishes are poppycock. With a fairy godmother like that, who needs a stepmother?
You know what her problem is? She can't handle how fabulous you are.
Fabulous? Me?
Those girls of hers can't hold a candle to you, and they all know it. Jealousy. That's why they treat you as they do.
But they're my family. They're all I've got.
Believe me, honey, when your daddy remarried, this is not what he had in mind for you.
You talk like you knew him.
I did know him.
And mother?
Very well.
Was she my mother? Was she beautiful?
Well, people did seem to think so, but your father never put much stock in beauty. You know, the way you look isn't really something you can take credit or blame for now, is it?
I wish I'd known her.
So does she, honey.
I wished so hard.
Wishes again! Look, it is true that everything starts with a wish, but it is what you do with the wish that counts.
Okay, so my wish to go to the ball.
Hold her on, fiddly-dee! How would you get there? I suppose one of those pumpkins is going to magically transform into your golden carriage.
Well, no.
And that those mice will somehow become horses to pull your magic carriage?
Of course not. That's impossible.
If you say so. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country pumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And poor white mice will never be poor white horses. Such boulder and fiddly of horses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because he's not to do it, I don't keep building up impossible hopes. Impossible things are happening every day. Impossible. Impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible.
If impossible things are happening every day, then why not my impossible wish? I wish to go to the ball more than anything in the world. I wish it for all the girls who had ever wanted to go to the ball and was told they couldn't. And I wish that all the kind hearts would put their heads together and,
The kind hearts put their heads together.
you know what I mean. I just wish for all the kind souls to hear my wish and know that I'm willing to do anything I can to make it come true.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible
But wait!
for a plain country pumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And poor white mice will never be poor white horses.
Why not?
Such polar rolling ability of horses. Impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because they stopped and do it, I just keep building up impossible hopes.
Impossible things are happening every.
You know what? If I really wanted to go to that ball, nothing could stop me.
You know what? You're right.
And there are bound to be carriages going by. I can just catch a ride with one of them.
Of course you can.
And I can fix this dress in nothing in a flat. Thank you.
Cinderella, wait.
Yes?
Now that you're ready to take responsibility of your own destiny,
prince to join in marriage, and following my sir easily turned to horses. Such boulder rolling through radial courses, my pulse when the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these acting do it and don't keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's Wait, aren't you coming in?
I mean, I've done so many of these dues. I couldn't do another do.
But I'm afraid. Of what? You know, fitting in with the other girls.
I was never big on fitting in. I always preferred to stand out.
For nothing in my life has ever prepared me for a moment like this.
And yet, everything in your life has led you to this moment. Look around, Cinderella. Your wish has been granted. Now get in there and do something with it.
Thank you for everything.
And Cinderella, one more thing, extremely important. You must leave the palace before the clock strikes 12.
But that's so early. All the other girls get to stay up late tonight.
Not you.
But
No more buts. Just make certain you leave the palace before midnight.
okay, I will.
And Cinderella,
Yes?
you're as beautiful tonight as your mother ever was. Impossible things are happening every
We will now have a brief 10-minute intermission.
I'm sure he'll find the one he's looking for tonight.
And if he doesn't?
It's gonna be a long night.
Pardon me, your stewardship, but I'm sure you've noticed my two beautiful daughters.
Madam, His Highness will dance with all the young ladies, in due course.
Naturally, every mother is eager that her daughter should dance with the prince. But what I want to know is who can see her dancing with the steward.
Steward's don't dance.
Now, there's no need to be coy. There's a look in your eye that says,
She's don't dance?
let's not pretend, Lyle. I can sense a certain something between us.
Yeah, I wish there was something between us. Continent? would you know? I haven't said anything yet.
So tell me, Lionel, when a girl marries a prince, she becomes a royal princess?
Yes.
Which would make her mother a royal.
Royal pain in my neck.
Good evening. Excuse me?
That's poetry.
Do you have a rash? Because you keep scratching yourself.
That's like, you know,
Thank you for the distinct pleasure of the evening. How much more of this you want to put me through?
why darn, it's the shape of the evening. So not that one?
So, ready for the next round?
I guess so. Sooner I get through them all, sooner I get out of here. Look. I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flecked sea, and ask the moon, oh how soon will my love appear to me? Will my love appear?
so no one seems to know. But she sure looks fine, right?
Shall we join Her Majesty?
I'd be honored.
Forgive me, but haven't we met before?
I don't think so.
You're certain?
I think I remember meeting the prince.
I guess you're right. Have you ever met someone and felt as if you've known them forever?
Not until tonight.
10 minutes ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling. You gave me this feeling. The room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well, for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again. Yeah.
Darling, who is the enchanted girl?
That's what I was trying to find out when you were rudely interrupted.
Well, of course, it doesn't really matter. You told me yourself you would play the girl that you're tonight.
Maybe I was wrong.
But more importantly,
Okay, I'll admit, you were right. I have found her, she's an angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we're flying, taking me back to the sky.
I don't believe you've seen me before. Do we know your parents?
I don't think so.
Well, you must introduce us.
Well, my mother. I'm sorry, Highness, will you please excuse me for a moment?
Of course.
Your Majesty.
Your Highness. I couldn't help noticing that divine girl you're dancing with.
That's my mother.
Not her. I mean, the girl who's leaving.
Leaving? Will you excuse me? You're not leaving already, are you?
Well,
Look, I don't know what my father said to you, but
no, he was wonderful.
then please, stay for just one more dance.
Minutes ago, I met you, and we murmured how do you this? I'm only turning the bells and playing up my arms and blow my blues. I have found him, he's the light of reason.
What brought you here tonight?
It's kind of a long story. See, my parents didn't want me to come. In fact, they don't even know I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you are. The truth is, I almost didn't come myself.
How could the prince not come to his own ball?
Don't you think it's all a little medieval? I guess it's no surprise that my parents are anxious to marry me off being heir to the throne and all. But this whole thing makes me feel like some kind of a prized bull or something.
Every girl vying to be your devoted servant for forever and forever.
Servants I got. What I need is someone I can really talk to.
Well, I'm here. But it's really lovely out here.
It is. You're not like most girls, are you?
Not like the girls you meet, I suppose.
Actually, I don't meet very many girls. I lead a pretty sheltered life.
So do I.
Really? The same old,
Hiding from everything
the same silly arguments,
until you just want to run away.
and never come back. It seems we have a lot in common.
I'm not too sure about that. After all, you don't really know me.
But I want to know you, and I want you to know me. Look, I know it's crazy and all. We've only just met, but would you like to see the rest of the gardens?
I'd love to. Did you get a good look at her?
Only a glance. What they're saying? Only a word or two. She must be a princess or something.
His Highness sure seemed to go for her.
Well, there's just no accounting for taste. Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a brown and black and beauty? Why can't a fellow ever want to refer a solid girl like me?
She's a proud little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, like your breakers in a war.
Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink,
But not any pinker than the roses.
her skin being delicate and soft,
But not any softer than the roses.
her neck is no wider than a swan's.
She's only as dainty as a daisy.
She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is a fellow going crazy? Well, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me?
She's a fussy little bubble with a frilly sort of air.
Very little trouble. I could break all her hair. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
So even when it's just the three of us, we eat every meal at the table seats 42 people. It's insane.
I must say, you certainly lead an interesting life.
It's become a lot more interesting tonight. Don't you think it's strange how things happen? A girl I've never seen before comes down a flight of stairs, and suddenly nothing will ever be the same.
Do you believe in guardian angels?
Guardian angels.
You know, someone from a long time ago, kind of helping things along. Someone you thought that went away, but never really did. Do you believe in such things?
Does that explain why you're the most entrancing sight I'll ever see? Your voice is the sweetest sound I'll ever hear? Does it explain why I think I've fallen in love with you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl to love me to be really true? Do I want you because time you tell someone you love them and don't say anything?
I'm afraid that if I say something, I might wake up.
Are you dreaming that I'm going to kiss you?
What happened?
What did you say to her, darling?
I don't know. We were in the gardens and... What's that? An evening slipper. Made of glass. She must have lost that sure enough.
Well, what's her name?
I don't know.
Where does she live?
I don't know.
Well, you certainly didn't get to know her very well.
I know she's different than any other girl in the world.
But you don't know anything about her.
All my life, I've been searching for something. I don't know what, but I found it tonight. In her. Do I love her because she's beautiful?
Or is she beautiful because you love her?
Am I making believe I see in her a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want her because she's wonderful?
Or is she wonderful because you loved her?
I can't lose her. Not now.
She's out there somewhere.
Lie off. We're going to search the kingdom for the foot that fits this slipper. We'll try on every girl if we have to.
Maybe it's in a glass shoe. Ouch.
We'll leave at dawn. Tell the stableman to prepare the coach.
Consider it done.
Chris, we'll find her.
Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you?
loaf of bread, while laugh, I thought I'd die. One of the best night of my life.
Your life?
So, did you get to dance with the prince?
I only danced with him for an hour or so.
An hour?
What, didn't you?
Well, of course I did, if you did. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if the prince chose one of my girls for his bride.
Did you know everyone?
Everyone who's anyone.
Except for some princess something or other who arrived late and left early.
A princess? Did she dance with the prince?
I didn't notice.
Do you think he liked her?
What's with all the questions?
Really, I feel positively interrogated.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to understand what it must have been like.
Driving through the moonlight on the highway. When you're driving to the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with the wild anticipation, with adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted with the sky above the park, and below them there's a row of lighted windows, and they're glimmering like a necklace in the dark.
It looks that way.
The way you sing, she talks as if she knows. I don't know, these things are so, I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air, you are suddenly confronted by His Highness. You are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid you'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating, then you seem to hear Him asking you to dance. His tall as rose, and His hair is dark and wavy. His eyes like a berry, can turn that girl to gravy.
He waltz. He whirls you around so your feet never touch the ground.
And you can feel His hot breath on your neck. A lovely night, a fighter that you know you'll never see. You meet the prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in the hazy heaven tremble above you, wild bees whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, oh where you lie, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. yes, it was nothing like that. And the two of you hanging on to her every word? Enough! Go to your rooms, it's late. And as for you, princess, get your head out of the clouds. Your father spoiled you rotten with empty dreams and impossible wishes that will never come true. You're a little fool, Cinderella, and I do not suffer fools gladly.
Stars in a hazy heaven tremble
all the things I never did. Now who could that be, at this hour and unannounced?
It's the royal steward!
He can't see me like this. Cinderella, fetch my dress.
My dress, Cinderella!
The dress! On it!
Hurry, Cinderella! I'm trying. Take it.
Cinderella, this isn't my dress! It's inside out!
Oh,
Ouch! I think I broke my toe.
Cinderella, help please.
I need to put the jacket on first every time.
It's not going.
Push!
Can't eat those biscuits.
Hurry!
Cinderella, I'm right here.
Okay, now, a lesson in how to greet a suitor. Lionel! What a pleasant surprise. I just knew there was something special between us.
Have you met?
You were obviously intrigued by a little tete-a-tete at the ball.
Madam, please. Some restraint?
Restraint above all else.
Presenting His Royal Highness, Prince Christopher. Ladies, I'm in search of the lady whose foot fits that slipper. She lost it.
Really? Why, I was just telling my lovely daughter Joy, just this very morning. I was saying, Joy, where's your other shoe, dear? I was saying, where could you have lost it? Wasn't I, dear? Ouch. Oh, that's my shoe. I knew the shoe anywhere. Of course you would.
Joy, was it? That shoe's made of glass. It won't stretch. This shoe.
Why, that's my shoe, sister. You know that. Here, Your Highness. Let me show you. Fits me like a glove. Well, it fit me at the ball. You see, I had an accident before you came. I tripped over a bucket, and now my toe's all swollen up. I don't suppose you got the other shoe with you, do you?
Fortunately, not. Are there any other women in this household?
Well, there is one more. Move it.
I meant younger women.
How much younger?
Definitely younger than you.
Please take one of my daughters to be your bride. Joy has had charm and elocution. Peter Piper picked his pepper. She's really much smarter than she looks. And Grace? That girl's strong as an ox. Why, she can recite the Wreck of Hesperus in 3 languages.
4 if you count pig Latin. Ate, acre, ate, esperance, Williamsway, oddsway.
Ma'am, it's been a long day.
Absente, I.
Are there any other younger women in this household?
Oh, will you shut up already? No, there are no other young women in the house.
I'm here!
What?
I'm sorry, stepmother, but I am here.
A scullery maid?
A chimney sweep.
A servant girl?
Well, she certainly sounds like a girl of many talents. Say we try her. Wait a minute. Didn't I bump into you in the village about a week ago?
Oh, now I remember. You helped me with my packages.
That's right. Right after I knocked out your arms. You
You
never
said
did tell me your name.
My name is Cinderella.
What a beautiful name.
Thank you.
May I, Cinderella?